There are so many price predictions out there for Ecomi in the long run. Some say it will go to $1, others say it will go to $10. And there are many price predictions between 1 cent and 10 cents, and that Ecomi might go to zero and never be anywhere. And I think what's lacking, or what's causing this big range, is a lack of perspective of what has already happened to some prices. And for this perspective, we are going to look at the Bitcoin Talk forum and at some of the blog posts from 2011. Stick around, it's going to be very, very interesting. And this is going to be a short video, which is why I only will say quickly that I'm not a financial advisor, so please do your own research before you ape full degen into the Ecomi token. And with that out of the way, let's get started. So this post has been made in 2011, and it says, I'm pretty confident we are the new wealthy elite, gentlemen. And depending on whether these people held longer term or not, this guy was spot on. So he says here, after reading this, the scale of black market and digital economies and the effect Bitcoin will have on them, I am pretty certain we are going to be very wealthy men. Even with a sum as small as 10 Bitcoins, it's just so hard to believe we are only in the beginning storms with the significant rallies from $10 to $20. I will not be surprised to see prices from hundreds to thousands in the coming months. The world just isn't going to be the same, and we have been blessed as the pioneers. What are you going to do with your Bitcoin wealth once your coins hit upwards of 10,000 a pop? So at this moment, if it were the Veve fam in this blog, then they would say, you are delusional, 10,000, this will never happen, it's in single digits right now, the rallies are only $10 to $20, 10,000, that would be 1,000x. Well, from today now we see that we have hit 60,000 Bitcoin, even above that. And then the next one is also very interesting, and please always keep in mind what we have heard about Ecomi so far, and what people are saying about Ecomi, and what people are saying about even the more conservative price predictions for Ecomi, about 10 cents or so. Are you currently putting all your money into Bitcoin? If you say this, you show you believe in it by your actions. I'm putting all my money into Bitcoin. I see a possibility of $50 to $100 plus per coin this year. Just think, once the bankers and hedge funds find out about this, does that sound familiar to you in the Veve space, like with the hedge funds? We are going to the moon. Once my Bitcoins are $1,000 plus, I will be able to pay off my growing college loans and maybe get an apartment and my first car. So this guy is taking profits at $1,000 Bitcoin. Probably he might have taken profit in that first bull run, and when it came back, maybe he invested in it again. So nothing bad about taking some profits and paying off some loans. Then another one reacts, I haven't been blessed. It was through my foresight that I saw Bitcoin for how valuable it was. No man helped me along, and many discouraged me. So this is also something that happens to a lot of you guys. With Veve and Ecomi, we are surrounded by many naysayers that discourage us. We are getting thrown off by the events that are happening right now. And yes, he is right. He has not been blessed. He has had the foresight that you guys all have for Ecomi, for Veve, and some other coins and projects that you are in right now. And this is exactly what I mean. We own our decisions. So if we make a decision and we fail, then it's on us. But if we make a decision and we win, then it's also on us. There's no one that made you rich. If you are investing because you're watching my channel, for example, that's on you. If you lose money, that's on you. And if you win money, that's on you. I did not make you rich, nor did I cause you being poor, you know? So yeah, let's look a little bit more. I was very lucky to purchase some Bitcoins today. I think you're spot on. If less than 50 million will be made, so he thinks that 50 million could be mined, the value per Bitcoin will be ridiculous in the coming months. It's less than 20 1 million actually. So here's also the scarcity discussion that reminds me of the Ecomi one, when people that have not enough knowledge think that the maximum supply is 750 billion because they don't know how much of this is locked up forever, will never enter circulation, and that the circulating supply is probably around 300 billion at the moment, and with all the burn factors will be less and less over time. To think that not so long ago I was paid 50 BTC for 2 hours work, that's insane. So there's no parallel to this. These guys were so early, but it's amazing to see. When I told my wife I was going to buy Bitcoins, she was highly skeptical. Then the next morning I sat down to look how Bitcoin had done, and my wife asked me what I was doing. I said I was checking my investment, and she started to say she was skeptical. I interrupted her with, I made $700 overnight. Her skepticism disappeared completely. So, well, this is super interesting to going through these little posts from that time, because it's like a time capsule to see how they were thinking. Look at this one. I'm only a teenager. I could only scrunch up so much despite my 1000 BTC loss. I have 95 BTC incubated so far. So this is if you have already stocked up some millions of Ecomi, then you lose it and then you go again and buy 950k or so. It's still, you see, from that his perspective, he thought he would have had a terrible loss, and yes, compared to the numbers today, it is still, but 95 BTC to have that at this point and maybe accumulated more at the point is not too bad at all. While I share the belief that Bitcoin or something will play a major role in the future, I think the road there is going to be a lot rougher. I imagine we will see a huge boom, then a bust. After that, those who stick around will build the meaningful economy that will allow Bitcoin or its successor to dominate. So this is actually so good in an analysis that it's unbelievable. I have never seen a boom and bust that wasn't perpetuated by government involvement. Bitcoin is immune from such things. Well, the first one is right. Although the second one is terribly wrong. There was a lot of boom and bust after that, but it's so amazing to see this time capsule. And if you want to look at the whole blog posts and go through them, then I will put the link to this post in the comments below. And with that said, I'm already at the end of this little video. So let me know in the comments below what you think about this in relation to Ecomi, and wherever you are on the world, have yourselves a great morning, evening, day, night, or afternoon, and see you in the next video.